So, Popo, it's your first spring here at UF. Just what have you? I think like you've adjusted since you got here last year, and what's it like going through spring for the first time?
So first, I'm gonna say it's been great so far. I love it here. Dream school. But last year was a very good year for me to come in and basically just be a sponge. Derek Nicholson, he's a great coach. You got Coach G, wonderful coach, and basically just sit under guys like Kiko, and learn, man. Take everything, advice on everything on and off the field. So I'm gonna say that helped me a lot. And D-Nick also played a big role in helping me with things, on the field, helping me watch film. I felt like I was pretty ready last year, but it was just a sense of, watching and just waiting my turn and kind of, understanding this is a process and fall in love with that process, Got bigger, stronger, so just ready for this year.
And kind of in the same vein, kind of like the waiting your turn kind of thing. I mean, Corey transfers, KJ graduates, Kiko's out right now. So you and the other linebackers, how much do you feel like you have like the opportunities to kind of impress coaches and do your thing this spring?
Man, it's a great opportunity, but not just for me. I will say in a sense of like with Derek Nicholson, Coach D-Nick, he's a coach that plays, he cross-trains, and that's what we call it. He uses everybody as in players like Mike, Will, Kiko play Will, I play Will sometimes, and all of us, we kind of play Will and Mike. So it's a sense of all of us are always hungry. There's no such thing as us being selfish and greedy. We're all hungry, and it's really just, man, love it out here. We get to come out here and compete every day, work on something. My biggest thing, and I had to say my motto, I have it wrote in my room and all that, just find something to get better at every day. And, I kind of stand on that, just make sure it's something I can get better with every day. That can be on the field or off the field. So I'm going to say that we're it's great in our room when it comes to, because we all connect in the sense of we all want to get better and see each other get better. So
you talk about cross training. I mean, what do you feel most comfortable with, inside, outside?
So good question. I would say as far as I could do most things. I can track the ball very good, and that's with Mike. And I can kind of be solid on the sideline than Mike, where Will, you're more of a cover tight end out the box sometimes. So I would say I'm pretty good at both. Favorite, I don't know. I probably say Mike sometimes here and there, but I also Will too in a sense, But last year I went from Will to Mike, Will back to Mike, and right now I'm at Mike. But it's really the same thing too. It's all the same, but I would say that, man, it's just been great so far being able to learn both, because it keeps you on edge. Once you get comfortable at Mike, it kind of just Coach D-Nick is so great. He pushed you at will this week, and it's a challenge to be putting a new script calls, and now you're on edge trying to get better.
How's the defense in general coming together? I mean, you got a lot of new pieces trying to...
Man, it's great. I say this again, man, as far as talent, that was never the question. I've been like Miami since I was a kid, and that was never the question as far as talent, you know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest thing for us was just connecting, and now we have a lot of special guys in this room, in this defensive room, that are, very special, leaders stepping up, and we're just connecting, man, on a bond, a really tight bond. I think that's going to help us out in the long run, especially on this year. But everybody's been great so far. It's just each and every day. It's still early in the spring, but we're trying to step on it every day and just keep getting better as a group and stand with each other.
You have a younger brother that's a baller. How is him watching you do what you do affecting his game?
Man, he's actually doing really good right now. And man, since I was a kid, he's always been watching me. Markel, he's always been watching me. And I didn't know he's 6'1" now, doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? If I playing everything, you know what I'm saying? Tackle, run, catch the ball. So it's just just him following my footsteps, doing everything I wanted to do. And now, since he's watching me, I'm blessed for him to be watching me, at a stage like that, and do very good at a stage like that. So.
You said he would be better than you. You still believe that?
Yeah. He's very talented, man. Like I said, I'm very hard on him. He probably didn't see this. I'm very hard on him, but sometimes I want to tell him, like, man, I wasn't doing that at that age. You know what I'm saying? So just for him just to keep that edge, kind of what I have, and keep wanting to get better at everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything, every day. Yeah.
You talked about leaders. Who are the emerging leaders on defense?
Man, you got a all-time linebacker right there, Kiko. He's always a leader, man, helping us out with everything, you know what I'm saying? I remember one time I came in last year, And I've seen him coming out of D-line meeting, and I was very big on, because the playbook was the biggest thing when you come in as a freshman, adjusting to that. And I asked him, "Man, what are you doing coming out of the D-line room?" And he told me, "Man, once you learn the offensive, once you learn what you need to do, you can learn what everybody needs to do, and it'll help you play better." So that's been my motto for this year, and what's made me play way faster and really take risks and play with confidence, because that's how you make plays. So just being able to learn what everybody got to do to know where my help is on the field.
Is UM as great as you expected it to be?
Yeah, man. Like I said, so I'm really raised from down here. I moved when I was like 9 or 10, played for South Miami down here at Grey Ghost. So definitely, my dad Cuban down here. So, man, it don't get no better than this because it went everywhere, and I don't want to be. I'm glad I chose here, and don't want to be nowhere else.
It was a tough cover for you at tight end.
We got this year. We got some good ones, man. You got E Elijah, and you got little E. Other Elijah. He's crazy. Y'all see him making plays every day. So, man, I'm just saying they're all, even with Riley, all of them. But I like it because as far as linebackers, we get to go against the best. You know what I'm saying? And Cam Moore ain't getting no better than that. Just go against the best and tight throws. And when you go up against these other teams, these other ACC teams, you're able to see what it's really like. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you go against anybody better in camp?
Man, you just don't get no better than that, man. Tight throws, communication, talking trash. We compete, and I think that's what it's coming down to. See, back then, I'm sure speaking from some of the former players back then, the game was very much. It was the practices were harder than the games back then, and that's what we're trying to bring it to now, and that's what it's looking like now. We're making this very interesting right here on this on Green Tree, so the game could just be easier.
And Elijah Lofton.
Last question for
Elijah Lofton has made quite an impression here as a true freshman. Talk about him, how tough of a cover he is. He seems to constantly be making plays all over the place.
Yeah. E, man. First couple days, he didn't say nothing. Kid was just playbook, quiet. But, man, really good kid and very into, what he needs to get done. He's adjusted very well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to be able to compete with him and the other tight ends in that room.
Great. Thank you, Paul.